Steve Liebenthal has the story in tonight's edition of Idaho Backroads.
For more than a century, prospectors and miners have been interested in land upstream from Yellow Pine, Idaho, in a place called Stibnite. The area is rich with valuable minerals, including gold and antimony. During World War II and the Korean War, antimony used to make ammunition was in high demand, and the Stibnite mine was booming. But the mining here has scarred the land surrounding the East Fork of the South Fork of the Salmon River, prime habitat for endangered salmon and steelhead. Now, a company called Midas Gold says the best way to restore the drainage is more mining.
Salmon recovery is part of being an Idahoan. That's our legacy as Idahoans, is to be able to have the salmon return, and being able to do that, that's exciting for us to be able to play a role in that.
Sayer says the Midas plan puts restoration at the beginning of the project, including filling in this pit, commonly known as the glory hole.
In redeveloping the mine through this area and backfilling that pit and allowing then a natural stream to flow over the top of it again, all of a sudden now we can re-access this area for those anadromous or ocean-going fish and allow for the restoration of the rest of these channels that have been impacted and provide that habitat that has been missing for the last 90 years.
Restoration is taking something that is broken and fixing it and making it better, not putting patches on it and then making it worse.
Ava Isaacson is a conservation associate with Idaho Rivers United. She says the Midas plan will leave new scars on the land around Stibnite.
What we find the most egregious is that if you're driven by profits and you're driven by the motive of taking gold out of the ground, an extremely lucrative business, if done right and all of those things, that's fine, but selling a mining project as a restoration project to us is obscuring the truth, and we don't feel as though that's an honest way to go about things.
Isaacson says the proposed mining operation poses too many risks to fish habitat, not only here, but eventually downstream in the South Fork salmon and the main Salmon River. Linnea Imel, who lives in Yellow Pine, believes modern-day mining techniques and layer upon layer of government regulation will force Midas to leave the land better than they found it.
There are so many government agencies that all have a finger in that pie, that they will watch that so closely that I don't see there's any way for that company to evade their responsibilities.
Imel says she envisions a fully restored stretch of the East Fork of the South Fork, but says restoration of the land and fish populations will take decades of work.
Will there be a day ever when I can go up there and legally catch a salmon?
I don't think you're going to live long enough. Looking at you, I'm guessing, nope, you're in the wrong age category, but my grandkids will.
Steve Liebenthal, 6 on your side.
Interesting.
A record of decision by the Forest Service is expected in 2020.
And if approved, construction will take 3 years before mining begins. Midas Gold says the new mine would operate for 12 to 15 years.